Hi, my name is Lacey Jones and I'm a senior on the women's soccer team. Being a woman in collegiate athletics, my story matters. Women's participation in collegiate athletics today is 6 times greater than it was in the 1970s. This increase in participation is substantial and deserves to be recognized, but there is still work to be done. When I was in elementary school, I was told by a teacher that I was not allowed to play with the soccer ball at recess because only boys could play real soccer. My experience serves to show how even today, females can be viewed as inferior to their male counterparts in athletics. Today, women make up only 42% of Division III student athletes. Women's stories matter.
Hey everybody, Kip Ione, Willamette University men's basketball, heading into my 12th year as the head coach. My story really begins as a American Samoan growing up in a predominantly white state, the Big Sky state of Montana. And I think about those experiences growing up, really in terms of watching my father operate. My dad was born and raised till he was about 12 years old on the islands of Samoa. So as a brown man in a white state, as the only minority head coach in the state at the time when my brother and I were growing up, I think I really observed and witnessed him modeling being a beacon of diversity and inclusion across the state, and really not just for the regular student body or the white population in Montana, but for a ton of minority, African American, Native American, Hispanic players that went through not only his programs but came to our house. We turned into a second family, and so really that idea of building bridges and connecting and being a beacon for players of color as a coach has been kind of in my blood and my little brother's blood. He's a football coach at Division I level. I think that connecting piece has always been a part of who I am.
My name's Robby and I'm on the Willamette swim team. And as a gay athlete, my story matters because when I was in the closet, the people that were out and proud gave me courage and strength to be myself. And on top of that, the Willamette swim team gave me a place where I could unapologetically be myself. And they gave me a place that showed that I could love myself regardless of what other people thought. My story matters because I'm not just a student athlete, and I'm more than that.
Hey everyone, my name is Hilary Arthur, she, her, hers. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I'm the head women's soccer coach here at Willamette University. And my story matters because there's so much more that connects us than divides us. In college, I began my coming out process. I knew from a very young age that I was gay, but because I was raised in the Mormon religion, I hid my true self until I felt confident and supported enough to be who I always knew I was. My college teammates were a great source of positive support and impacted my life, which I'm still so grateful for today. The inclusive atmosphere we created in my college team made a huge impact on who I was, who I wanted to be, and where I wanted to go. I know that inclusion for me means everyone's invited. Inclusion means that we can all participate together. Inclusion means for everyone. And inclusion means you're never alone. We have great resources here at Willamette University that help with support and advocacy, and I'm one of those sources. My story matters because you matter, and inclusion matters.
I am a queer person of color and former swimmer at Willamette University. My experience in athletics was not always positive due to my identities, but it was by being present that I could help build a culture of inclusion on my team. My story matters because a place is only good as its people, and so to all the underrepresented students out there, I want to remind you that you belong in athletics. Your voice, your energy are what will continue to allow you and your teammates to thrive.
Hey y'all, my name is Avery Mickelson. I use she, her pronouns, and I throw for the track team here at Willamette. My story matters because it's important to recognize we all come from different backgrounds with similar goals. Being from a small town, it's important for me to share my story and the opportunities athletics has given me to create the best future for myself. In addition, as a woman in athletics, I want my story to empower young female athletes to pursue their passions as well. I feel so fortunate that I had strong female role models growing up that each influenced my athletic career in a different way. As a woman in athletics, I've heard every excuse in the book why we aren't as good as our male counterparts. I've read countless comments demoting the hard work and success of female athletes around the world. This is an unfortunate reality. There's still work to be done. My story matters because our voices, abilities, and stories as women matter.